This is Martin Lappin with Alternative Heating Solutions. I think we got a visitor here, but Peanut wants to help, but she's gonna get in the way. Come on, go outside. But the monoflow tees were mentioned in a Facebook group on how to do a secondary loop for the garage, and I use these quite often. There's a couple different styles. You got the brass one here, which if you look, you see it's just like a scoop. Diverts part of the water out the 3/4 fitting. These are not lead free, so do not use them in your drinking water. Boiler only. Here's the other style. It's a little more expensive. It's about twice to 3 times as much as the brass one. And what they have is a cone in there to either restrict some water, or if it's on the downstream side like they recommend with just one, it creates a Venturi effect and probably a little back pressure on this side of it to force water through the secondary. If that's not enough, you could start out with the brass one first, and if you're not getting enough flow through your secondary loop, go ahead and add this one. Or you can use 2 of these. If that was the case, like I said, downstream side you want that way so it acts like a Venturi. Then on the upstream side you flip it around so it acts like a restriction. So basically you want the red rings pointing towards one another when you do the loop. Something else to take into consideration: if it's a very long loop, do yourself a big favor. Put in the 1-inch ball valve. On your first time you start it up, shut the valve, and you're guaranteed to force all the air out of the secondary. It may or may not happen on its own if it's very long. You'll save yourself a ton of grief with just a little bit of expense of that extra ball valve. This is Martin Lappin with Alternative Heating Solutions. If the women don't find you handsome, at least they can find you handy.